Venice and headed to our next stop, Florence. And this time we're taking the train. So we left our Airbnb this morning and it was our first experience with this site and it was amazing. Our host met us at the door when we got into Venice. And she greeted me with a necklace, with food, with chocolate, and gave us a lot of great recommendations as to what to do and what to eat here in Venice. So if that's our first experience, I think the rest of the trip is going to go pretty well. We'll put a link to the actual site in our description so you can check it out for yourself. Where our Airbnb was located is in Carneggio, or Carneggio, I think is how you say it. And it was a great spot. It's away from the action of like San Marco and the Rialto Bridge, about a 15-minute or so walk. And once you learn how to get there, it's a lot easier and you can cut down on some of the time. But it was literally just steps from the Vaporetto at Fondamente Nove. So it was really easy once we got there. We literally hopped off the Vaporetto, walked over one flight of stairs, which is amazing in Venice, and we're at the Airbnb within like 2 minutes. And then leaving this morning was super easy because we just had to roll down our suitcase like a couple hundred yards and hopped right on the boat to get to the train station. So we've ridden trains before here in Europe, but this is our first time riding trains in Italy. So we'll see how this experience goes.
Takeaways from Venice. Venice is walkable, but expect to walk a lot if you plan to walk. We were here 2 full days, and each of those days we walked over 10 miles. So when I say it's walkable, it is, but it's a lot of walking. The other option is to use the Vaporetto system, where you can get day passes or 2 or 3 day passes to get yourself around by boat, which is probably much quicker, but they're pretty pricey. Like the 3-day pass, does it go somewhere for like $40 a person, I believe? The 2-day pass is $30 a person. 1-day pass is $20 per person. I say dollars, I mean euros, so more US dollars than the euro price. I mean, Venice is expensive too, but I think it's one of those things you just have to embrace. Everything here has to be shipped in by boat, so prices are driven up. Plus, it's a tourist city, so things are just inherently expensive. We got 200 euros out of the ATM twice in the 3 days we were here, and poof, in a matter of time it was gone. It's just an expensive place to be. The food is a little pricey, the attractions are pricey. Most of the museums and churches and that kind of thing do cost a little bit to at least see the special exhibits within, if not to enter the doors. So those are the takeaways. Venice is a beautiful city. It's definitely worth visiting. Do the touristy things, especially after dark.
Especially for second class. Do we pay for... Yeah, I think we have an upgraded second class premium service, but I don't remember what that means. But it's not basic.
So after a 2.5 hour long train ride from Venice, we are here in Florence. We didn't take too much getting to our Airbnb because it was kind of hectic the second we stepped off of the train, and it took about a 20-minute walk which was kind of hard with our suitcases because
Yeah.
the sidewalks are pretty old.
Narrow and uneven sidewalks and lots of foot traffic and car traffic, which we hadn't dealt with in Venice, so it was a little system shock to us. And our camera took a little spill on the way, so we've spent a little time trying to get it back into shape to show you guys some more stuff here in Florence.
But after about 20 minutes or so at our Airbnb getting resettled, we headed out to explore Florence with our first stop, of course, being food, the most important thing. So we are trying out Al Antico as our first stop in Florence. It's a restaurant, a sandwich restaurant that we've heard about on the internet and on podcasts, and it's supposed to be life-changing. So let's try this out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Has your life changed?
I have no idea what I'm eating. It's some kind of meat. They put a black spread on it that I'm not sure what that is either. But they were like fresh making the bread in the store and carrying it past you. It's a hectic, crazy scene when you're ordering, but well worth it. And this one's called La Favolosa, I believe. So.
And this is La Dante.
How about now? Does it work now? I have sandwich all over my face. Now we're gonna do a walk and get our bearings. It's a wee bit crowded here, but you can see why. You can see people up at the top of the Duomo, and I can't believe we're going to try to climb that tomorrow. Try is the key word. Gelato stout. Oh yeah.
No words.
I didn't even know gelato with rice was a thing, but I'm in love. I feel so sick. Too much food, too little time.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to eat everything that we want to eat in the time we're in Florence, but we'll sure give it our best try. That sandwich and that gelato were both suggestions from one of our favorite podcasts, Extra Pack of Peanuts. If you haven't checked it out, you should. And Travis and Heather, if you ever happen to see this video, thanks for the suggestions, or no thanks, because our lives will never be the same. And I'm not sure how there's anything in the world that we can eat that will ever top that sandwich and that gelato. So now we have a crisis on our hands.
And we go to dinner in 2 hours.
Oh boy.
get a chance to actually see the baptistry doors without other people around, we should probably check it out. What serving of gelato is this?
This may or may not be gelato number 3 today, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, forget it. This is totally better than ours.
It's so creamy. So we happened to be in Florence at the same time as a couple friends, so we met them for dinner tonight, and we didn't drag along our big camera, so some of our videos shot with iPhone tonight, so you have to forgive the quality of that. We met with them, we walked around town, had our 3rd round of gelato for the evening, and now we're headed back, we are back at our apartment to wrap up the evening. Tomorrow is an exciting day. What do we got going on?
Cooking class.
Yep. Tuscan cooking class here in Florence. Not sure what's on the menu, but it should make for an exciting day. It's preceded by a market tour, so we'll be picking out the groceries that we are going to cook later in the day. And then some more exciting stuff in the afternoon that we will save for the vlog tomorrow.
Even on the iPhone, Florence at night is just stunning. I mean, there were areas where we couldn't even see, like near the Duomo, the baptistry there. You couldn't even see the doors to the baptistry because there were so many people around. Tonight, it was empty. I was able to walk right up and get a view of the doors. And so I'm excited to see more of Florence and see what it has to offer. Tonight, we just kind of did a quick run through, got our bearings, figured out where everything is. And after our cooking class tomorrow, I'm excited to hit the ground running and go inside and see all this great art.
Yep, we've got a lot to cover in the 2 full days we have left here in Florence, so we're excited to hit the ground running tomorrow.
And I will say that Venice had some good food. There were some meals we were very happy with. But Florence so far has been amazing. I ate so much that my stomach hurts tonight. So we'll have to keep walking to keep some of that. I mean, 3 gelatos today. We gotta burn that off. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.